Our next guest has starred in such films as Prince of the City, Hair, and The Devil's Own. His latest film is The Deep End of the Ocean with Michelle Pfeiffer. Please welcome Treat Williams. How you doing?
So I'm looking in the mirror before I come on, and there's a sign written on the mirror. It says, "You are the problem." Just before I get on here.
Where? In what mirror?
Martin Short wrote on the mirror, "You are the problem." So you look at yourself just before you come on.
Was it Martin Sheen who wrote that?
Oh, Marty Sheen wrote it.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as it creeped you out and put you off, then
totally,
we're happy.
Totally. Now I'm completely disoriented.
That's what we try and do to our guests, just make them think as they're coming out to be on national TV. Thanks for coming on the program.
You're welcome.
Nice to have you here. You know, I don't see you doing, like, lots of these kinds of shows. You're a distinguished actor. You've done a lot of, you know, fine movies and everything. But what was the first time that you were on television? I mean, what's your first experience?
When I was 5 years old, 1956, I was on the Howdy Doody show. I was in the peanut gallery. I don't know if anybody of your audience remembers this, but they had the kids could go on the show, and they could watch Howdy Doody and the puppets and Clara. Howdy
Doody, of course, like I mean, young people watching our show might not know, was a puppet that looked a lot like me.
Yeah. Sort of a combination of you and me, actually.
Yeah, right. It was modeled after us, I'm sure, and it was just a marionette, and it would... But,
I mean, as a 5-year-old, you see it, you say, oh, I want to go be part of it. And then I got on the show, and I'm sitting in the audience, and, of course, they got all these wires and microphones and lights, and then Clarabelle the clown was my favorite. Walks over to a corner, takes his head off, and starts smoking a cigarette. So it was like very, you know.
During a commercial break, that would destroy a kid psychologically. To see their hero remove its head.
That's why I am who I am today.
But you got over it. You're fine now.
Yeah.
You know, I was reading up on you today in preparation for your coming here, and you know, a lot of celebrities.
It's not true. It's not true.
Okay. Well, let's hear what it is first, shall we? A lot of celebrities have. They have hobbies, and there's always pictures of them, like, you know, loves to lawn bowl. There's a picture of Jeff Goldblum lawn bowling or something. You, in every article, they talk about your love of flying your own plane, small planes, which I would find really scary. Just the idea of it. Well, just some of these photos, because it looks like that's you. First of all, very cool looking. See, that's the part I would do. I would get in and have my picture taken, and then get out, and there you are, flying. What kind of plane is that, first of all?
That's a T6 Texan.
That's what I would have guessed. I was going to go for T-58.
That's the airplane that trained most of the pilots to fight in World War II.
Right.
And I bought it. We got it from the Paraguayan Air Force. And my partner flew
That'd be a good plane.
Yeah. It's one of the top-notch fighter planes.
But I would think, I mean, if I were to fly a small plane, I would, you know...
You're coming, aren't you?
Coming where?
I'm inviting you to come fly with me. I want you to come up do some aerobatics with me. Would you like that?
Aerobatics?
Yeah, we do loops and rolls, go upside down.
Let's think about this for a second. That would be no.
It's an open invitation to get
No, I get on like only 767s, and I just put pillows all around me and take a lot of sleeping pills and wait for it to be over. No, are you serious? I mean, are you the kind of, you do rolls and barrel rolls, stuff like that? You go into dives?
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't trust myself. Don't you ever think, I mean, you know, what if you passed out or, you know, had too many martinis just before? I mean, you know, it must be frightening. You don't still get scared when you're flying your plane and you're going into a barrel roll?
No, I don't. I love it. But
do people go with you? Are you able to coax friends into the plane with you? And
yeah,
do they
people
want
go all the time.
And they want you to go on the barrel roll?
Oh, yeah, they love it. They think it's a big rush. So, you know, it's great fun.
You don't have anybody freak out on you?
I had a guy one time when I was doing flight training in a twin, and he said, "I'm a pilot. I love to fly. Can I go with you?" And I said, "Sure, come with us." So we took off in the airplane. And I looked back, and the guy's sitting in the airplane like this. And I said, "You want to go down?" He said, "Yeah, let's go back down." So I landed the airplane and got him out of the airplane, got his hands off.
And he's a pilot?
He said he was, but I don't think he was.
What if he was, and he just acts like that every time he goes up in the plane? All right, folks, let's go.
Then I had this one other time. I took this guy up. A guy was hitchhiking, and I should have known he almost walked.
Hold it back up. Hitchhiking? Who hitchhikes on a plane? You've never heard of that?
Air hiking? I don't know. He was
on a cloud going like this. Where was he?
I was on Martha's Vineyard. The guy walks almost into the propeller, which I should have known was a good sign that I shouldn't take him, and says, "Could I hitch a ride over to the Cape with you?" I said, "Sure." So he gets in the back. He's kind of quiet. My girlfriend at the time was with me. We take off. We get to about 5,000 feet. And from the back, the guy says, "You know, you can fly to the sun." And my girlfriend says, yes, you can.
and you're looking in the manual for the eject button.
I'm thinking, can I reach my elbow back far enough to knock him out before he does something
Well, that
crazy?
was probably not a smart thing. Like,
no, it was not.
A guy
I never did it again.
Who's about to walk into your propeller, don't bring him along with you.
That's a good lesson. So we got down fine, though.
I was just on. I'm a fine flyer. I'm okay. But I'm one of those people that I get on the flight, I don't think about it that much, and I just get there. Do you know what I mean? I don't. But I was
it's really different if you're in control of the airplane. If you're the guy flying it, because you've got all the control.
Right.
At least you think you do.
Well, I was flying this Aer Lingus flight, and I don't know if anyone's ever done this before. I'm sure people have, but for the first time ever, I've never been up in the cockpit. But I'm on Aer Lingus. I was just in Ireland, and I was on Aer Lingus, and so they're like, oh, it's Conan O'Brien. Come on up, Have some Lucky Charms. Bring your shillelagh, it's just like it was cliche night on Aer Lingus. So I go up into the cockpit. I've never done that before. And you come up to the cockpit, and the two guys are sitting there, and they're not, it's all automatic controlled now.
That's right.
So they're just sitting there, but what I couldn't handle was looking out the front. It's something really weird, and I think some people out there know what I'm talking about. It's one thing to look out the side of the plane and see the horizon, but when you look out the front and you're just going over the Atlantic Ocean and you just see just nothingness all in front of you and nothing below you, it made me really queasy. And, I just was like, okay, guys, this was fun. Top of the morning to you. I'll be in the men's room vomiting if you want me. Deep End of the Ocean. This is you and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yep.
And I don't really know much about the movie. Is ocean involved in the movie?
No, there's no
fishermen.
That's no, it's just a metaphor that kind of got lost, but it's a great title.
So there's no oceans involved.
No
at all.
oceans. No
okay.
Oceans. It's about a kid. It's about a family that their child is kidnapped, and then we get him back. 12 years later, he shows up at our doorstep. Accidentally, we rediscover him, and it's all about trying to get him back into the family again.
Right.
Because he's been raised by a father who didn't know he was kidnapped, and so.
Right. That's the topic that so many people find so frightening. But,
yeah, but it's a film about the kid coming home, not about getting
Good. That's important to say that, so I'm not kidding.
Has a happy, peppy ending.
They find the kid. Good. Man, The Deep End of the Ocean opens next Friday, and of course you're in Captain's Courageous at the Manhattan Theater Company through March 28th. Treat Williams, thank you very much for coming by. Good to see you. That's love of the show. Treat Williams, everybody. We'll take a break. When we come back, our college band search winners will perform Crack Pipe, Wisconsin. We'll see you.